Hello everyone, once again welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Reviving Destinies. Here we revive destinies. So in this video I am back again with another interesting topic where I'm going to talk about why many white people do not want to associate with black people, specifically in broad in our country. I'm referring to those who are good, who are willing to associate with black people, but there are factors which discourages them internally. Secondly, why good people do not want to accommodate homosexual people, people who are not heterosexual people, why do not want to associate with heterosexual people. So let me put disclaimers on that situation. It's not always the case that whenever a white person does not want to associate with the person, is that reason. It's just that I'm trying to lay down the topic to be interesting. So meaning that there are certain, I just want to indicate that there are certain underground forces or underground things, underlying things which are happening, which do not want to be portrayed or showed. As much as us black people, we have been the victims since historically of racial oppression and colonization. There are things among us which we need to address, which makes us or delay us, or which makes us not to be accepted by a white world or white people who are good, who are willing to associate with black people, who are not racist. So that's what I'm going to emphasize. Then another thing is, we acknowledge that homosexual people, they face the trauma and the persecutions, even killings in South Africa. But also there is an things which as much as those things are happening, homosexual people also should take certain responsibilities so that they are being welcomed by other people. Then the last thing I will touch on the gender one. So unity, to make things broad, is very good whenever we are united and from the depth of our heart, whenever there is the true unity, not the type of unity where there is affections among us, or there is lots of disagreements among us, but we just try to come together so that we can show people that we are united, whereas internally we are not. So this is the type of unity which is not good at all, or this is not unity at all, because with that type of unity we will just come together, attend the good things, but we can never go forward. There can never be a way forward. Why? Because we are not one mind, we are not one soul, and we don't hold one belief. There is no uniform among us. There is a unity without, in the absence of being uniform, and that's what delays us. So let me touch on the issue of race, which is a very big example which I can give. We acknowledge that history, he has been white people oppressing black people. It was one way around. But now, in the present time, as black people, we should learn to not take the advantage of our historical victim, to not put ourselves right so that we can be welcomed. Meaning that as we associate with white people, we should know that we always sacrifice to be good. We always learn to apologize where we are wrong. We always strive, become passionate to stand for ourselves. We don't do things, for example, we do not whenever the disagreement rise among us, we do the best we could to solve that disagreement. We should not act the victims, picking the historical oppression our forefathers got, to deny where we are wrong. We should learn to take responsibility and apologize where we are wrong. How can a white person associate with you as a black person while he knows that if you can do something bad to him, you are not going to apologize, you are just going to act the victim and pick up the historical injustices which happened, which indeed happened, and just claim victim. In that way, that's where they will not associate with you, because you are not being good. That is just being toxic. You are just acting victim even when you are not. There is a role where you should learn to take responsibility, learn to apologize, learn to be right, learn to do what is morally just and right, and not just act the victim all the time. So that's how it is. Then another thing to touch is that whenever you are a homosexual person, you should learn to also do the same, as I've explained, as the relationship between black people and white people. You should also learn to do the same and learn to take responsibility. Do not pick up political issues which are happening where homosexual people are being killed and just try to act the victim even where you're supposed to apologize. That's how it is. So that's how it is. It's not always the case that heterosexual people are the ones who offend the homosexual people. It can be other way around. What is needed to be done is just taking responsibility and apologize. Then another thing to touch is also the portion of gender. As the portion of gender, females should learn to take responsibility where it's possible, apologize where they are being wrong. We acknowledge that there's been historical injustices against them, and even now there are injustices which are happening where they are being killed, abused, or such things. There is a portion where they're supposed to take the responsibility. They should take a responsibility and make sure that there is a problem resolution. So problem resolution means that we do not solve the problem in a way that we leave the stone unattended and claim like we are united, whereas we are not. We claim we are united for show off. We should be united from the depth of our heart. We should come together and be one thing. And also, we should make sure that we hold our leadership accountable so that we can be independent, not depend on European countries or Asian countries like China for our sustainability. So I can end up my video there. Please don't forget to subscribe, click the notification button, and let me see you on the next video. Shalom.